Today on Station News here on the Jaculated News Station, we got global warming as a topic, ozone levels decreasing, what will the government do, and Joe Wiener, guest in atmospheric climate model changes here today. Applause for Joe Wiener, our guest star.
Oh, how do you think? How do you think?
So, Joe Wiener.
Yes.
So, explain to us some global warming effects, global climate change, I believe. Is that what you call it?
It's actually better to be called global climate change rather than global warming.
Explain why.
Well, you see, global warming is a very loose term to use.
Mm-hmm.
Global warming is because the effects of climate change, is not only the warming of the atmosphere, but also the effects of the atmosphere causing different climates around the world. Some climates are becoming, like, the temperatures are oscillating rather than becoming only warmer. Some places are becoming colder, while others are becoming exponentially warmer.
Mm-hmm. So, is global warming or global climate change
Yes.
a realistic fact?
Well, I do believe so, according to statistical evidence. And also, our satellite images have shown that within the past few years, our polar ice caps have retreated. They've shrunk down to very small size. Our ozone levels in the upper stratosphere has also been found to be rather detrimented.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the UV radiation is leaking through and is actually warming up our atmospheres. A lot of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor have been found in large quantities in our atmosphere and in our troposphere also. And within our troposphere, that's where weather occurs, so weather patterns are influenced by those molecules.
So, question, the more generalized answer to that would be global warming is, in fact, a true thing.
I'm sorry?
So, in a generalized answer, yes or no, you say, global warming is truly happening, correct?
Yes.
So, what do you think the government would be doing?
Well, what the government should be doing is making people aware of our current climate change. You see, the reason why global climate change is even happening is because people are unaware of what is happening in the world and the consequences of their everyday choices.
Anyway,
we live in an infinite universe, an infinite world, so we don't have infinite resources here. So we need to know how to keep enough resources for our next generations, so that they aren't decimated because of our self-existence.
Well, Joe Wiener.
Yes.
You truly believe this?
Yes.
So what you're saying that since we live in this finite limited Earth or universe, you would say,
Yes.
we should preserve ourselves.
The universe part was a mistake. The universe is infinite.
Yes, I mean
the world. I meant, as in our Earth.
The Earth. Yes. Of course. The Earth is finite place, limited world.
It's a finite place, yes.
Yes. You're saying that we should do best for it instead of making it worse, such as global climate change and global warming. Correct? Is that what I?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Um, uh, any more facts you could give us about global warming, maybe? About
Yes. Actually, I would like to go back to the melting of the polar ice caps. As you know,
you may
that they
not.
are melting at a very exponential rate.
Oh, okay.
And the reason behind it is this phenomenon
Okay.
called positive feedback.
Okay.
It's basically when one factor which causes it to melt causes another factor to further increase the rate of melting. Now, that is one example of that is actually the UV radiation
Mm.
that's coming off from actually our solar rays.
So this has
That is
something. So
sorry.
since there is there's also, like you said before, the ozone's decreasing. The
Ozone depletion, yes.
yes, depletion. So these UV rays, as you speak of,
Yes.
are now becoming more prevalent.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We are more hazardous to humans and other life.
I see. So go on. Continue.
And actually, our atmosphere and our average world temperatures, as they rise, the polar ice caps melt. And this is a little known fact, but in polar ice caps, there are these substances called gas hydrates, which are trapped in the permafrost. Now, basically, as the polar caps melt, these gas hydrates, which contain methane in them, they rise and enter our atmosphere. And as you know, methane is a how do you call it? It's a gas which contributes to global warming.
Greenhouse gas.
It's a greenhouse gas, yes.
Uh-huh.
So as the melting of the polar caps happens, more greenhouse gases are emitted from the polar caps, the gas hydrates, the methane, and then it further increases our atmosphere, and it further increases the rate at which the polar caps melt. So I believe this positive feedback is a very detrimental effect to the polar ice caps, and we need to lower our emissions of methane, CO2, and other greenhouse gases.
So, how would you propose to people to not use these machines or such devices to create CO2? Because we need cars to get to work, right? And we use fossil fuels which burn CO2. So, what would you propose? And also, another side conversation would be coal burning, which occurs in China, and we've seen that many people around the areas where they burn coal in these factories are having their lifespan decrease. So,
yes. Well, first of all, basically to eliminate two birds with one stone, if we cut down on fossil fuel use and actually move on to alternative energy sources, we would have a better effect on the atmosphere and our living conditions as well. So our viability will increase as well. So I believe that the governments should collect higher green taxes from people to actually provide money for more research and actually possibilities of incorporating these alternative energy sources into our everyday lives. So I believe that would be one way of going at it. Another way of going at it would be if the government actually made more public awareness programs to raise awareness of our environmental situations and what we could do.
This is why we have this conversation with you, so we can yes, so everyone knows the facts.
Yes.
So actually, now that I've noticed, do you think the government, I believe we've discussed this before, but just to clarify, what do you think the government be doing to improve these situations? As you said before, yes, to warn and to give more knowledge to the public community. Do you think they will be, and spending taxes, of course? So
yes.
Do you think the government could start building, instead of coal or other burning material, instead of all that, use nuclear?
Well, nuclear reactions are a very effective way of creating energy. But the problem with that is the wastes that come from it.
Oh yes, you're right.
Because nuclear wastes,
You're right.
they take very long to decay and get processed naturally. So we need to keep them stored and isolated from outside conditions in a very sealed atmosphere. So we need to first figure out pretty much a use for those wastes. Some people have actually cultivated uranium-235 out of the wastes, which actually can be used in nuclear reactions as well.
Oh, that's not good for terror. So you're saying maybe terrorists could get a hand on this?
Yes.
Oh, that's...
Yes, some terrorists already have gotten their hands on nuclear waste and made these devices known as dirty bombs, which basically they fill up a bomb with nuclear wastes, and if detonated, it could pretty much cause about an area the size of Manhattan to be out of commission for a good 40 years.
That's not good.
It is not
So,
good.
what do you think government will do about this? If you know anything about such things.
Well, I can't really speak for the government. I'll presume that the Federal Bureau of Investigation have been investigating these cases for dirty bombs, but
Okay.
are you asking about like what people are going to do? The government's going to do about the dirty bombs, or
Yes. Well, yeah.
yes, I believe that the FBI and the Central Intelligence Agency will take care of that.
Okay, so any more statements you'd like to tell to the public? We're kind of running out of time here.
That will be it.
That'll be it. So, anyways, Joseph Wiener here. Everyone give an applause. Very good man. Very notable man. Check his papers if you would like to, if you were very, very interested in atmospheric climate model changes. And that'll be all today. So, actually not all today. We still have some news to go about. See you next time on the Ejaculation News.